Hey, welcome back to the Passive Buddies podcast. And today we are diving into the future. This is more of a perception, predictions, trends, all these exciting things, especially in today's marketing world that we are going to discuss because things are rapidly changing. We thought last year was a big change for marketing. Now, this year's just gone and blown last year out of the water. So we are going to be talking about the future of affiliate marketing, of course, with my co-host Brandon Duff. How's things, pal?
I am doing amazing. How are you doing?
Good, mate. Good. I'm interested to see where this conversation takes us because, as we say, like the rise of short form content, reels and TikToks, etc., was massive in the industry. It was a proper disruptor, wasn't it? A lot of people took, for instance, like TikTok and stuff like that, and ran with that for a period of 6 months, and now they've built such a brand off that. Like they're out of the job at X, Y, and Z, and it's amazing. Like what happened over that period. I'm really curious to see what your thoughts are on the next one, especially with the rise of the AI, as we discuss quite a lot on this podcast. Um, what's your thoughts about what's happened over the last 12 months?
With well, there's just so much with reels, with the pandemic still going on. I mean, not really as much anymore, but a new strain or whatever always going on. But with AI and shorts and automation, you have to think that there gets to a point where organically or even paid traffic, like money is just going to fuel all of that AI. So it's going to be really hard to compete, I think, especially if you're a solo entrepreneur doing it by yourself, not having any kind of AI or assistance or anything. You're going to be competing with people who have money and unlimited AI power in a sense, and being able to crank out just massive amounts of content and using AI to close sales, to do outreach, to create content. And if you're just doing it by yourself, then you're going to be left in the dust. And so I think that if you're not, if you're someone who's just like, I hear this all the time, and it's crazy. I'm not tech savvy. Then you're not going to make it at all. We're living in 2023, and if you're someone who says you're not tech savvy and you don't have money, then you're losing every day. Because one, making the excuse that you're not tech savvy is just an excuse, and two, we live in 2023, and you have an iPhone or an Android, and if you're not tech savvy, then you're living in the Stone Ages. So to become very efficient at affiliate marketing in general, you're going to need to be able to consume a lot of information really quickly and produce a lot of content really quickly to stay relevant in the current space, or just pick a niche and focus heavily on that. But even with AI, I think AI is going to find these super sub niches and exploit them very easily using just AI to find trends and patterns and all sorts of different things. And you have to think that if content's being able to be created exponentially greater, it's going to be a very hard market to crack into if you're not using AI to to push out even more content. So what are your thoughts?
I think interestingly, obviously, you spoke about the tech savvy side of things, like, oh, I'm not tech savvy and da. I seen that just that marketing tactic alone, obviously, to appeal to non-techie people, has drastically increased over the last year and a half. And I think what that's led people to do is every time I see a post or an email campaign or a sales funnel, and I see you don't need to learn email marketing, no funnels involved, no emails, no sales, X, Y, and Z. All I see there is Extra time spent on you, extra time spent on you, more time you're going to have to do. Because if you don't have a sales funnel working for you, if you don't have email marketing working for you, all that does is it just adds more time onto your job.
Right.
And it doesn't, if you've not got things working for you, like we spoke a hell of a lot about automation and AI in the last podcast. So go ahead, check that one out, because that will make this point seem a lot more relevant. So if you've got if you haven't got a sales funnel, if you're not using email marketing, if you're not using AI, etc., to leverage and grow your business, every time I say like the perfect thing for non-techie people, like know this, know that, know this, all I see is, wow, they've just added, by signing up, you've just added an extra 4 hours to your workload each day, which leads to burnout, which leads to you thinking it's a scam, and away you go. So what I found with what everyone who's been banging on about, like, know this, know that, know this, know that, over the last year and a half, are now going to find a cycle, or they're never going to get their students to the next level within affiliate marketing, because they don't teach that side of things, which, like, me and you are massive on automations, emails, things working for us, because that's the power of what's going on right now. The days in which were long ago of just spamming your link everywhere, sliding into a cold DM, making a sale, that's definitely gone. And the more, in terms of predictions and like moving forward, relationships are absolutely key, and they've been key over the last year, especially. Like, people are coming more and more into the relationship game than a slimy sales tactic, and that's going to have to increase, because now, as people are starting to realize it's a relationship game and not a numbers game, everyone else is going to be trying to build relationships. And if you're hiding, if you're not putting your face out there, if you're not putting your personality out there, instantly you're at a massive disadvantage from an affiliate marketing point of view. Because people don't know, like, and trust you. So why the hell should they buy from you? If you're trying to be faceless, yes, you can make a lot of good money faceless, guys, and I'm not saying you can't. It just takes longer to get it done. But you can put out more content because your face isn't in it. So it swings and roundabouts. Like, but the trends and predictions for myself, obviously, from affiliate marketing moving forward, is you're going to have to find ways to strengthen relationships continuously. You're going to have to, we spoke about this on the last podcast. You're going to have to learn how to put even more content out there in so many different forms. Like, for instance, the big thing I seen in affiliate marketing about a year and a half ago was pick one platform, dominate that platform, and then eventually grow. But with AI tools and with like different automations, you can actually dominate. You can still have your primary platform, but you can dominate a lot of other platforms at the same time through repurposing and stuff like that, which means you can go after more of your target audience depending on how they consume their content. Like, again, me and Brandon have been speaking a lot about blogs. Now, a lot of people like to read. A lot of people like to watch YouTube videos. Me and Brandon have these conversations about, like, what's your favorite way to consume your content, and we both lean towards YouTube. Or I know Brandon leads to reading a blog a lot more than I do. And then obviously when it comes to socials, we pick our social platform. Like, if for short form content, if I want to watch short form content, I'll go on TikTok. If I am looking, instead of YouTube Shorts or Instagram, if I'm looking to learn something, I'll go on YouTube. If I'm looking to do sales, I'll go on Facebook. And like, so by you only picking a primary platform, which was the trend last year or the year before, like, pick one platform, dominate that platform. If you only pick one platform, you're going after a very small segment, and your platform and your personal brand isn't going to grow as much because you're focusing on that one platform, when people are leveraging AI and tools to dominate all platforms and making sure they're getting their content out to wherever their preferred target audience likes to watch or consume it. Thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not a big blogger, reading blogs, but I am just like you, love YouTube, love being on different platforms. But like you said, being on one platform and only mastering that platform is kind of the end of days. When today you can there's so many tools out there where you can repurpose it, use AI to rewrite or paraphrase something. Like I literally take, and I'll give you my little secret that I'm using for AI and my little workflow. We talked about it on our blogging podcast, which was the previous podcast. So you definitely want to check that out. But essentially, what I'm doing is I'll take this podcast, I'll put it through Podcastle, which will make a transcript. Then I'll take that transcript and put it through Quillbot, which will then paraphrase all of our conversations. And then I'll take that paraphrased and I'll put it through ChatGPT, and I'll say, make me an outline for this transcription to be an SEO blog post. It will give me an outline. I'll then post that onto my onto, what is this thing called, ZimWriter, which then is a AI tool that you can put in your H2s and your titles and the keywords that you want to rank for, and then it'll spit out an article for me. This article took and it tells me how many tokens I spent. So for 10,000 tokens or 3,600 words, it cost me 20 cents. And so for 20 cents, I can create a SEO article that's rich for content. And then I can obviously post that, and it's now ranked for SEO. It's now has a video to combine with it, which is the podcast. It's now rich in keywords to rank, and it's a piece of content that I can post on my blog and help page rank other podcasts or other pages on my website. And then obviously it's going to get more views on our podcast, which then is going to get us more views, and it keeps that flywheel going. And it cost me literally 20 cents when I can then, and this is another disruptor, you can literally just go to Fiverr or Udemy and say, hey, give me, you can see all the people that are trying to write articles for people and charge them $5, $50, $100, $200 per article. And I'm writing a SEO enriched article for 20 cents. And so that's the difference on the ROI. If you look at our other podcasts, is $150 for an article versus 20 cents for an article. So the amount of money you're saving, the ROI is crazy. I'm not having to hire someone to write an article for affiliate marketing. I can generate one for 20 cents that is going to rank and be better than most writers in a sense, because of the AI prompting that is involved in this. And so that's just the power. And literally I took one piece of content and turned it into another form of content that's going to help for the long term. And that's just the amazing power of AI and using AI with what we talked about yesterday, which is blogging. So yeah, I think that if you can get into AI and use that on multiple platforms now instead of just the one, then you can do really well. And now you're getting 100 views on this platform, 1,000 views on that platform, 1,500 views on this platform, and it's all going towards your business, your affiliate business. And it didn't really take you much extra effort because you used either repurposing tools or whatever to be on all these platforms instead of just on the mastering of one.
And obviously, it's quite interesting. You're talking about increased views there, and I think I remember doing a experiment last year. We done, because again, it was basically to dispel the primary platform, one platform domination scenario. We took our reels, or we took our TikTok, and we put them across YouTube Shorts, Facebook Reels, Instagram Reels, Pinterest, obviously TikTok, and there was another platform. So we went and put them across the 6 platforms, and what we found was, instead of say you focused on your primary platform, say you went with TikTok because that was the first dominator for short form content, that by doing the 6 platforms, we 8x'd our views, which meant we got 8 times more people looking at our stuff. Now, there would have been a cross-pollination of a segmented type of people who might have caught the same video on 2 different platforms, but we 8x'd our views by going across platforms with the same piece of content. So what did that mean? I literally took it from TikTok, used Snaptik app, got rid of the watermarks, and then posted the exact same copy, hashtags, everything on the different platforms, and we A-text our views, which means if you could do that for every single post, imagine how much more views you're going to get, whether it's with a blog and you take that blog, you put it on Medium as well, you create a Facebook post and push to it, you summarize it into a LinkedIn article and push to it, like all these, send an email to your list and push to it. You can get like so many different ways. Like getting more views is going to be the thing. Like Brandon always says a hell of a lot more than I do. Attention is the new currency. So you need to be getting attention as much as you can. And so going moving forward to the future of marketing, affiliate marketing, the more attention you can get, the better, which means you're going to have to be repurposing, you're going to have to be dominating conversation cross platforms. And yeah, that sounds daunting if you are a brand new marketer listening to this. But with the tools and with the training and everything that we've got inside our cash flow challenge, it actually makes it a very step-by-step, super easy guide to just go in there and start spider webbing your content out there so you get more views, faster results, etc. But yeah, that primary platform thing is a thing of the past. You need to be dominating the conversation. You need to be across different platforms and creating content in various forms for all of your target audience to appreciate in whatever manner they pick.
I think that's a great summary. I have nothing else to add.
Awesome, guys. Thank you so much for tuning into today's episode. And let us know in the comments what you think the future of affiliate marketing is, whether we're right, whether we're wrong, or whether we've missed something. Definitely let us know. Again, we spoke about the cash flow challenge in this episode. That will be the top link in the description for you to come and join us. And we will see you on the next episode.
Peace.